Have you ever pondered why a classroom from the late 19th century looks strikingly similar to a classroom in the 21st century? When we consider the immense technological advancements and societal changes that have occurred over the past century, this resemblance seems rather peculiar, doesn't it? In the realm of education, there appears to be a noticeable stagnancy. For instance, in the United States, the current school system was established in the late 19th century during the Industrial Revolution. The primary purpose of this system was to train factory workers, emphasizing obedience, uniformity, and rote memorization. Fast forward to the 21st century, and we find that this model continues to permeate our classrooms. According to a report by the National Education Association, over 90% of schools in the United States still operate on a traditional calendar, with a long summer break that was initially designed to accommodate an agricultural society. In addition, a study published by the American Psychological Association reveals that rote memorization continues to dominate instructional methods, despite extensive research demonstrating the benefits of experiential and project-based learning. The question then arises, why has the school system remained largely unchanged, despite the substantial shifts in our society and economy? One of the primary reasons is tradition. Change, especially on a systemic level, is often met with resistance. There is comfort in the familiar, even if the familiar is outdated. Another factor is the bureaucratic nature of the education system. With multiple layers of governance, from local school boards to the Federal Department of Education, implementing change can be a slow and arduous process. However, the cost of maintaining the status quo is high. According to the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, the United States ranks 26th in education, trailing behind countries like Japan, Canada, and Finland, which have implemented progressive education systems that prioritize critical thinking, creativity, and individuality over rote learning. The time has come to challenge the status quo and reimagine the purpose and design of our schools. It's essential to foster an education system that prepares students for the realities of the 21st century rather than a bygone industrial era. The task is certainly not an easy one, but it is necessary. It requires the collective efforts of educators, policymakers, parents, and students. It involves questioning long-held beliefs about education and having the courage to implement innovative solutions. So what can you do to instigate change? Start by educating yourself about alternative education systems and models. From Finland's student-centered approach to Singapore's focus on lifelong learning, there is much to learn from other countries. You can also use your voice to advocate for change, whether it's engaging in community discussions, writing to your local representatives, or sharing information on social media. Every action counts. Remember, every great change begins with a small step. The future of education is in our hands, and it's time we mold it to fit the needs of the 21st century. After all, education is not about filling a bucket, but lighting a fire. Let that fire ignite the spark of change.